Okay, number 6 wants us to solve using square root method. Okay, so we have x squared equals 36. In order to solve for x, to get x by itself, we have to get rid of the square. So we have to take the square root of both sides. Alright, when you take the square root of x squared, the square root and square cancel each other out, so we're left with x. When you take the square root of a number at this stage, you need to remember positive or negative. So the square root of 36 is 6, but it could be positive or negative. So you can put the plus or minus, or we can just write it out separately. X equals positive 6 or negative 6. So you got to remember, we don't know what, so when we do square root, we're trying to find out what number we multiplied times itself to get 36. Well, certainly we know that 6 squared is 36. But sometimes we forget that negative 6 squared is 36, because negative times a negative also yields a positive. So we have two possibilities, and you have to remember that when you do the square root. So if you just do positive 6, then you will not get the answer correct. You have to remember both negative 6 and positive 6. Alright, number 7, same thing. We want to solve using the square root method. So we have in parentheses x minus 9, close parentheses, squared, equals 36. Okay, so again, we're going to take the square root of both sides. We're going to do the square root of this x minus 9 squared equals square root of 36. Alright, so when we evaluate, square root gets rid of the square. We have x minus 9, and that equals positive or negative 6. So how do we solve this? We're going to solve this problem twice. We're going to do x minus 9 equals positive 6, and then we're going to do x minus 9 equals negative 6. We've got to do it twice. So, because we have two possible answers. So x minus 9 equals 6, and then x minus 9 equals negative 6. You have to do both. And then we're going to add 9 to both sides. I'm going to do that in both cases, add 9. Alright, in both cases, the 9 will go to 0. 6 plus 9 gives me a positive 15. And then here, 9 goes to 0, bring down x equals, alright, we subtract this time. Negative 6 plus 9 gives me a positive 3. So our two solutions are 15 and 3. And the order doesn't matter. I'm going to put the smaller number up front, 3, 15.